Alright, welcome back to what should be the final part of the class overview episode. I've done all the shading today, so now what we're going to try to do is finish up the texture as quickly as we can. Get some, maybe effects in here, and then we're going to try to get done with the background in as quick as time as we possibly can. Because I don't think there's going to be too much with the background we need to worry about. I think the only thing here that we really need to worry about is, shading everything in, which is not going to be that difficult. So yes, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe for more, and let's get right into it, shall we? So, there's not too much left that we have to do here. All we're doing now is just shading in the characters as best as we possibly can. Or shading and texturing in the characters. The shading process is already done. So I'm going to all of the parts with the, the texture, like this one for instance, and then soon to be, then the soon to be, the cloth texture, right, that's the word I'm looking for, cloth texture. And after that, that'll be it. This shouldn't take too long. At least I don't think it's going to take too long. I mean, there's a decent amount of stuff here that we have to do. But I don't think the texturing process is going to be that arduous. It shouldn't take us no more than 2 hours. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, we just need to focus on this, That's all we need to do. I did, before I got the shading done with, post that Magulu drawing. And boy, oh boy, it got a really good reception immediately. In not too long a time. Nailed dang old 4K views so far and over 100 favorites. Immediately accepted into a group. Which is pretty interesting to say the least. And a lot of people really do seem to enjoy seeing Magulu suffer in a more mature manner. The more, that matter. As trying to allude to it, but I've said it multiple times before. But yes, that's good. That's great. I'm curious to see how well the class drawing will do. Because usually all the overviews, that of which we've done so far, has done pretty well. The equipment overview did extremely good. And then the gemstone overview did good as well. Not as good as the equipment overview, if I remember correctly. But it did still do pretty good. And now that we've got 10 different characters here. 10 different characters, and an overview with a large-ass description talking about the universe and all, the universe's class, maybe even have some job professions talked about as well. Well, hopefully it does really good. We even get to see Ariel Amine showing off her strength. And everyone's just reacting to her. It's just nice to see Ariel Amine in an overview as well. We already got Gwyneth when, part of one of them. And then there was, Genthru, who came soon after. And then Domadora, in the same vein as, Gwyneth, except he has a little bit more showing. So, that's always, interesting to, look at and be like, oh, hey, look, they need to go ahead and, get more of the main character show, Why not, man? I don't know, they all new stuff, new shoes, new overviews with the characters of the main cast. Yeah, the main cast characters, which is pretty funny to think because any one of these guys could be maybe not that guy. That guy screams filler. She could be a main character. Maybe you're on the age of fucking shit. Well, expect to see me do this multiple times because there will be certain things that I have forgotten in that particular department. Which is kind of annoying, but when you have 10 freaking characters to color in, shade, and texture, you are going to be missing quite a few layers. No matter how hard you try, you're always going to be missing something. Because we got so many characters. Also, this is not combined, is it? No, it is combined. It just doesn't look like it's texturing for some reason. Maybe I do highlight textures. Yeah, I guess highlight textures here will work. Is there anything more here? Got your nails, got your sandals. I think I need to do this next, and since I seem to have gotten all of the cloth parts filled in, area on me should be done, and that was like 5-6 minutes almost. Not bad. So we should be able to get these characters all done within less than 2 hours. I am probably going to have to exit out of the program a couple of times because this is a big drawing, first of all. I don't remember the size of it, but it's like what's the word? It's okay, I'll grab the thing here. I'll grab the thing of which I have the... Well, is that going to work? Wait, I don't need to do it like that. I have the image size here. It's 5464, which, if I remember correctly, the calculator still has the history here. Yeah, essentially what I did was 2732 times 2 this time instead of 1.5. Or in this case, would that be 1.5? Because it's 2 times the size of what the drawing size used to be long ago. Now it's went up by, well, I could probably just grab a JPEG right over here. I'll grab this one, since it's the most recent one. You won't be able to see. Oh crap, did I just click Unity Hub? No, I didn't. We're good. Yeah, the dimensions that we have been using on the normal axis is 4098 by 2304. And this one, because of how many characters there are, it's 5464 by 3072. It's a pretty big drawing, that's for certain. So expect for me to have to exit out because on occasions Photoshop was like, oh, there's not enough RAM to be able to fulfill this action. And I'm like, well, I'm just going to exit out of it then and be like, okay, good now. It's almost as if there's just too much size in the image here, and then the history tool's like too much in it, and it's like, I can't do this. I can't do this. There's too much here. Which is kind of annoying, but at the very least a fix. It's a temporary fix that does help a tiny bit. So we might have to exit out of this a couple of times until it's fully completed. Usually always does that like after a huge save. So I'm going to do a huge save right now. See, that's how long saves take. This is a pretty good computer too. So the fact that this is taking a while means that the old computer that I had long ago, before YouTube, wouldn't be able to handle the intensity of the Neutron style. And then we'd just be struggling with it constantly and consistently trying to get this freaking thing to shade in all of this stuff, which is just not fun. Because it'll be like, oh, it's too much, we're going to have to like take 30 seconds to do this simple action that you have just done. Like cloth, for instance. The cloth part is a little bit more lengthy because of like, just something about this particular texture that makes it a little bit more difficult to shade in. Maybe because it has a texture here. That could probably be the reason. Alright, hopefully I didn't forget anything on your body. Really difficult to try to, like, keep track of everything here. Yeah, I think I got everything where it needs to be, I'm pretty certain. There's no way to know 100% full effect until we get this done with. We'll look through the character and see if we got all of that. Of that one particular brush type. This particular brush type that we're using is, you know, the cloth texture. Or what I, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? relate to it as a cloth texture. That's essentially what it is. It looks like cloth. Although it has a name, I just don't remember what it was. I just refer to it as the cloth texture. I think I even called the transfer over, yep, cloth texture brush. But that's just me renaming that and bringing that into my own little brush category. That of which I should probably try to make more brushes. I probably should, shouldn't I? See if I can get more nature brushes, more plant type brushes at some point. But I'm looking at them like, well, what else am I going to do to make the more nature brushes that I want? It's funny that the leaf texture that I've made, you know, that the leaf with this, not the maple leaf texture that's like the default. It's funny that of which that I've made is the one that I have been using mostly for like all of this. I've even, like, to an extent, I'm gonna make the pages here a little bit more. There we go. Now it looks like actual pages. This will be cracked like leather. To an extent, I barely even use the maple brush texture anymore. When it comes to something like cracked stuff, I usually use this thing. I made this one custom myself. All I really did was just have a whole bunch of the lines here. Like if you look at this, I just had a whole bunch of lines in like a certain direction, just made it go randomized. And it makes the perfect cracked looking texture, which also looks perfect for, how you say, the leather. That's the word I'm looking for. Which is great. Good to have like a leather-esque texture. It's also perfect for stone as well. I mean, I still use the maple brush texture thingy on occasions, because it's still a good texture to use, and it's good to like mix things up a bit here and there. However, I have my own texture for stuff like that. So it's nice to always have options, you know? That's the thing when it comes to this. It's always good to want to have options. Alright, now this technician girl is going to be a little bit of time here because, obviously, as you can tell by her hair, a lot of the stuff on her body right here, it's going to take some time to get that done with. And I guarantee you I am going to miss something vitally important. Yeah, we'll just do this. Zip. Zoop, zip, zippity, zop, zoop. Right there. That will probably be cloth as well. Let's see. That one will probably be leather. That's not what I wanted. I wanted spikes. Most of that will be leather, not cloth, leather. Yeah, a lot of your clothing here is going to be leather, isn't it? That's good. Good to have, I guess. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'm surprised at like how little time it's been taking me to get this done with. We're starting this on like what? Wednesday, I think it was? And that entire process was just me outlining 5 characters. And then Thursday came along. Or was that Tuesday? Thursday came along and we did a video of us getting 5 of those done with. And then I colored them all in the back. Because I had enough time to do that. Yeah, that's right. And then after I colored them all in the back, well, it wasn't Friday because we had to get like a lengthy ass Minecraft episode done with. Yeah, it was Saturday. Because my freaking shows were on a marathon, that's right. Even though I kind of just like relaxed for a bit until when my shows would have ended. And then we got the coloring of the front characters done with pretty quickly. Right, I remember now. So I guess it wouldn't have really mattered, but it would have been nice if my shows were on. Oof, freaking marathons. Who's going to do anything 4th of July on a Saturday when it would be Sunday that you'd be doing this stuff there? You could have still easily had Tanami run on that time. Just the obligatory, like, holiday nonsense is what it is. When it still would have been fine to have shown the episodes. Or they're probably doing that to buy some time to try to get more new shows on. No clue. No clue at all. Alright, this will be a combination of this and leather cracked. Alright, so yeah, I did get that done with. And today I got the shading done with after I posted Mogulu, and I have been, now we're here. Now we're here. This is where we're at, right here. At this particular point in time. I will say it took hours to get the shading done with. So that was kind of painful. Alright, this part should be easy. I think all of this is... Well, that doesn't work. Is it this? It's control and move. Got it. Alright, that's probably going to be cloth. So I guess what I can do is get the cloth ones that I know is going to be cloth done with here. So the scarf. Fuck, I forgot your eyebrows. That's fine. Don't forget the eyebrows. Don't forget the eyebrows. Must not forget the eyebrows. Try to get all this done with. Shirt part's going to be more leather. Don't forget the eyebrows. The eyebrows, don't forget. Forgetting off the eyebrows. That's going to be cracked leather down there. Anything else that I might possibly be potentially forgetting for some reason or another? These things, yes, the bombs, of course. Because bombs are supposed to look like glowing pieces of cloth. Oh, I also forgot about the nails here. Of course. Or screws. Or whatever the hell those little button things are that aren't actually buttons. Alright. Oh, and the eyes! The eyes, right, of course. How could I forget the eyes as well? That should be all in that department, maybe. Oh, right. Of course, the hair tie. That's also another thing that needs this. God, trying to get all of these in on one run is such a pain in the arse. But it's fine. We leather that up. Leather that up. Arm that up. Leather. And that will also be leather. Or should that be cloth? Or it could be... Could be just... what do you call it? Why does it sound like there's a freaking storm happening outside? Sounds like there's a storm. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Who knows? All I know is that I'm on a laptop. Although, it would be nice to not be doing this in the dark, because that's not really good for the video, but I guess we would have no choice but to do it in the dark. Oh god, then we'd be on a timer, because of my freaking laptop charge. Well, hopefully that ain't the case. Alright, let's see. Okay, Jesus Christ, girl, you got so much going on you right here that's so much of a pain to keep track of. But I think that takes care of her. God, you took like 8 freaking minutes to get done with. Jesus. Alright, Hazarika, bro, you're gonna be easy. You don't got hair, so this will make this a hell of a lot easier since I don't have to worry about shit. Oh god, where the fuck am I? It's fine. For a second there, I thought we were about to have to close the thing again. Ah, fuck. Did I forget to shade that in as well? Ugh. It's fine. It's fine indeed. I can shade it in now. It's such a pain, you know? When you've got so many characters to draw in one drawing, you're going to forget what it is that you have to do, which is fill in all of the stuff. That didn't make no sense. You're going to miss so many things out of which you wanted to do. But because you've missed it, you're going to have to go through with the drawing again and doing like certain things, and then you'll be able to do it. Alright, I think that one's going to be most likely this plus leather or cloth. I think you're probably going to be something else. I don't know yet. You're probably going to be cloth. The parts of this right here. Oh, and you see this? I remember to do that. Glad I didn't forget. Because, of course, that would be just like me to forget doing something like that. Especially when you don't have, like, all of the what do you call it? The paths open right there for you to see. Wait, this one's probably going to be that, so that means the other one's going to also be that, isn't it? This one will probably be a mixture of this and cloth. Yeah, so you need to be this, most likely. Back there is going to be cloth. The orange part here is going to be cloth. Oh, this part, which thankfully is together, so I just have to just do this on the same one. This one's probably going to be this, with maybe leather here and cloth there. And the nails, I don't know. I don't quite know where the nails are right now. Should all be on their own layer, right? I think. Wait, do I want it to be in that direction? No, I want it to be in this. No. 1A, there we go. I think. Oh yeah, according to this is all in one layer. Did I get everything for Eve right here? No, I almost forgot about the cape part. Of course I almost forgot. I thought I had it, but apparently I didn't. And I guess the eyes as well. Some of it, like around here, and a little bit there, and a little bit there. Alright, good. Now for the cloth part. Cloth part should be generally easy, right? The cloth here. The cloth in the cape part. Expand upon the cape right here. Alright, that takes care of that side. Now for this side over here. Good, great, fantastic. So you also are cloth. You too is cloth. You also cloth. Ye. Fill that one in. You're leather. You are cloth. And that should be all the cloths here. Now for the cracks, which shouldn't be a lot. I think this might be the only crack, isn't it? Yeah, that's the only cracked. I guess now all I gotta do is the triangular texture for the amethyst here. Yeah, there we go. Cool, great, fantastic. So, I'm going ahead and make this more highlight up top, but shadow down below. There we go. Alright, now for the rogue girl. Whom of which we'll do this first. At least most of your hair is hidden. Most of it, you still got hair showing regardless. Now for the eyes, do this. Now for the eyebrow. That one is probably going to be a mixture of this and cloth. We'll see. Alright, arm there, torso here. More of the torso. Where am I? There I am. Torso here. I think this one, yeah, we'll make this one a bit darker. torso, another torso, and the last one, F. And I will have you fill in this. You shouldn't be too difficult. We should be able to get you done within a relatively quick fashion. That didn't work. Emphasis on should. We'll see what happens. I feel like I'm missing some stuff here. That one's going to be different. That one's going to be leather. This one, on the other hand, needs to be this. This one, on the other hand, needs to be that. You look like this, but we'll probably also have cloth. You look like this. You look like a mixture of cloth and this. Then this part of the bag. Then one C. Then one D. And then we fill in the shape. This one looks like it's going to be leather. Same with that as well. That one's probably going to be cloth. And that one's also going to be leather. The red part right here. The green part cloth. That one leather. I have to take care of that. And just first... Ah, shit. Hold on. Where the fuck do we screw up here? Oh, for fuck's sakes. Go to the pad, you idiot. Ugh. So annoying. Like, how the fuck does my brain not notice that something is wrong? How? Why does it not notice? All my focus was on this godforsaken thing. So of course that would be the case. Okay. I think I might have gotten everything in that department. What's wrong, Cadillac? You stretching? Alright, let's see. I should take care of this. Now for the hood. 1D. 1E. 1F. 1G. 2B. 1B. Alright. Alright, let's see. So the front character is almost done with. All around a span of 30 minutes. Let's see if we can try to hurry it up here. At least with this one, the texturing process is easy. So it's not going to take us that long to get everything that we need textured in. So we gotta be relatively quick, but efficient nonetheless. Okay then. And now for the torso here, which goes into here. Now for the bag. The other part, wait, no, that's the same part of the bag. This thing, that thing, pants 1B, pants 1G, oh, so you're GA. Some more of this down here, more of this down here. You will be more cloth-like up top. You will be leather. Cloth here, cloth there. And I think now the only thing left, if I'm not forgetting anything important, is the leather. Alright, good. Should be taking care of that part. Is there anything else here that I might be missing? I think this one should be somewhat leather-like as well. Alright, now for the boots. The leather 5, that one. The pad. Knee pad on that one only for some reason. And then leather here as well. Alright, good. And if I'm not missing anything, that should be all for the 5 characters. And we did that in around 30 minutes. Nice! Alright, good. Great, fantastic. We're making good progress here. Some of the back characters might not be that hard because most of their body is hidden behind the front characters. But that shouldn't be a problem. No, that shouldn't be a problem whatsoever. Matter of fact, we might be able to get this done within less than an hour. We'll see. Well, alongside the whole intro part, I'd say we're on track for being able to get this done within less than an hour. Assuming I have everything where it needs to be. 2B, 2C. Oh, that's 2C as well. And then a little bit of this. And more nails over here. Hopefully be able to get some of those colored in enough to shaded in enough to differentiate the colors there. Alright, I think you are all cloth. I think. Pretty sure you're all cloth. And now we got the wrap around here. The gi. This part of the gi. That part of the gi. This part of the gi. Which is also going to go into the R there. What does the R stand for? No idea. Is it important? Not really, no. Important for him, maybe. But not for us. Not for, like, the main cast, at least. Also, are you 1C? You are 1C, so you're different. Why did I make you 1C? You're far enough away to where shading there wouldn't affect anything. Am I shading in the right one? Oh, yes I am. Good, great, fantastic. I think that might be all for our brawler bro. Potentially, I think. I don't really know. I got that. Alright, good, great, fantastic. Man, that was even less time than before. Jeez. Good thing about texturing, it does not take that long. It definitely took hours to get the shading done with, though. Ah, yes, the texturing process. Hair 1B. Get that part filled in right here. And this part filled in right here. Right here. The mask is wooden. Can't see his girl's eyebrows. Did I get this? I think I had. Do it again, just in case. Alright, now for the rings around the bra. This part here. This one's probably going to be cloth. That one's probably going to be leather. That's bra, you fool. Good fangs. We're just calling it bra. Bra. I'm gonna make this skull over here with all that textured in. That part's gotta be leather. Now for the spike parts of the belt. That part of the belt as well? It is. Oh. I didn't call that fang for some reason. This one's probably cloth. Cloth and cloth, maybe. We'll see what happens. This one's probably going to be this and leather. Don't forget spikes. Oh, and don't forget the wood here. Arm 1C. We got some fangs on the axe. We got the thick part right here. Now this part right over here. This part right over here. The axe part right over here. Right then. And now that one's going to be leather. This part here, which is where her hands are. You can't see her hands because everybody's in the way. Technically, there was really no reason for us to, like, color most of these things in. Or draw most of these things in. Given the certain circumstances we've got going on in this particular drawing, and how many characters here we needed to draw, it was a smart idea to draw all that stuff in. Even if it was never going to get shown or used. Because that's the thing. We can't really tell what the design's going to look like, and if we're mixing it in with a bunch of other designs, we're going to get very confused here and mess something up. Which is not something that you want when making designs for multiple characters and having them in one area. Especially if you have my particular drawing style right here. Which is not necessarily great when it comes to so many characters in one sitting. But it does make it easier for us to be able to, like, get everything drawn in cleanly and nice looking. So while it is what's the one I'm looking for? It works again. While it does work against me, that's what I'm looking for, the phrase. It does help a lot as well. Are you a part of that? No, I'm a part of this. Yeah, see, because we don't even see that part of the boot. And for all we know, she can have her toe showing here as well. But we won't know that. Well, we will know that, obviously. And you gotta be this. Oh wait, you're the whole thing. Right, so I guess I gotta do something different with you then, don't I? Alright, that's fine. We're going to be adjusting the fist here once we're done with all of this. But for now, our main focus resides solely within getting these characters shaded in. Alright, that might be all for that texture on this girl. Now for the bra. There'll be any more. That's leather, that's leather, that's leather, that's leather. That's leather. Here's the cloth. Man, to be a barbarian. Powerful as fuck and able to tank any damage. Or just tank damage in general. Physical damage. You be tanking damage. Is that what I wanted? Ah, yes, it is what I wanted. We're golden. Alright, a large majority of everything else I think now just resides in the leather department. So that should be easy here. Warrior guy over here should also be easy as well. Emphasis on should. We'll see what happens. Alright, the pad there, the hand here, belt, the straps on the belt, the middle portion right in between here. Am I missing anything on the axes? No, the axes got everything they need. Oh, the cloth on the headband, I forgot about that. Alright, that's no biggie. I can fix that, I can do that. I'll just get this portion done with first, which should not take too much longer. That should be the entirety of the shoes here. That should be the entirety of that done with there. And now we go to the cloth. Yeah, see what I mean? We can very easily miss something that we don't want to miss. Alright, now for the hair, the eyebrows, the mustache, wherever that is, here it is, the hair, Also, let's not forget about the expansion of the hair going down here. I think that's her hair, right? Or is that the shield? I can't tell. That might be her hair. Oh, she has shield 1A, so that might be her shield then. Paladin girl shield over here. Alright, let's not forget about the eyes over here. And now the sword, since that's the closest one that we can work with. That there's probably going to be a mixture of that and leather. Sword 1B. This will be a mixture of this and cloth. Just the same as this. So we gotta remember to make that and cloth. Alright, let's see. Now, a lot of this is this. Except for the leather. Well, we could have the leather straps be like that as well. So this guy's just got a whole bunch of this particular stuff on him. A whole bunch of it. The gloves, on the other hand, are free, set free, and all that. They have double textures. So that one should just be simple as just apply the cloth layer. Should be. We'll see what happens. Alright. Oh, the top one. No, wait, then that's also armor. Yes. The RB2 armor. Let me double check. Am I coloring here? Okay, yeah, there isn't another one though. Just need to make sure. Alright, that takes care of this portion. Jeez, most of you is just this strap here. See, because you have all like stripe looking things on you. Whoops. Belt 1D. And now for the legs over here, which takes care of most of that. And the pad. Then the leg over here. The leg over here. Oh, this one is just simply just armor. Well, that part's easy enough, at least. Yeah, I'm most likely going to post this on Monday. We'll get that all done with easy and quickly as well as we can. Alright, now for this portion, which should be easy enough. You need to get this. And you need to be this. All the cloth parts need to be where the cloth part's at. Oopses. Arm 2A. Arm 2C. Yeah, 2C. And then B. A D. Now we're on the hand. There we go. And here should be relatively simple. I said that one was going to be leather. Don't forget it. That part is going to be leather. Leather, yes. Leather in the sword. Although it shouldn't take us too long to get this portion done. Alright, let's see. Thumb. Then fingers. And fingers number 2. Fingers number 3. Fingers number 4. Alright, there's the belt part. Remember that one up there has got to be leather. Should be all in that department? Yeah. That one's going to be something else. Oh, you're still leg 1A. Good, great, fantastic. That gets things done with. Pads 3C. Alright, I think now we're on the leather portion. I think. Feels like we're on the leather portion. Pad 1C. Pad 2C. Leather here on the sword. And that should be all for you, I think. Did I forget to do the cloth on your stomach? Yes, I think I did. No bother. I can do it right now. There we go. Awesome. Now for Paladin Lady. I think I got everything done without him. I hope. It's hard to tell. So you're going to be a lot of freaking texturing here. So you might take some time to get done with. Probably, most likely. But that's fine. I feel like I should make that part a little bit brighter. The mask part up there. Oh god, where am I? Here I am. So I think most of you are just going to be, well, I guess some of that could be cloth. Yeah, that would make more sense if that was cloth. Now for 2K, now for 2L. Now for 2M. That part, let's make this brighter, if possible. And this brighter, maybe, or darker. Combination of both. That part over there is going to be cloth, the headband portion. Whoops. Gotta make sure that we don't have those weird little splotches in the way. Alright, now for hair 1D. I get most of that part filled in like so. And a little bit of hair down here. Ugh. Use my back. Ah, my back. Freaking tediousness. And my arm as well, to an extent. We have been very busy working on this. And funny enough, there's still one more drawing that is in this limitation period that's going to take a long ass time to make, but thankfully it's a mature drawing, so it's not going to be just a whole bunch of videos. No, it's just going to be on its own accord, making it easier on me to get all that done with. It might not take as long as I think. Might not take as long at all. I don't know yet. All I know is that we do have a ginormous dangerous project that's even bigger than this one. Even bigger. And let me tell you, I don't know how much my body is ready for it. We're constantly working on this stuff here. Always working on it. Never seems to be an end to us working on this kind of stuff. But as per usual, it's just a case of, you know, I like doing this stuff and I want to keep doing it as much as I can. But I should still try to take breaks every now and again to ensure that I'm not completely enamored. My body's not completely tired as fuck. Shit, that's the wrong one. Leg 1A. You are that, I believe. With you being more armor. Hopefully you're in the right. Seems like you are. Oof. At least that part right there where the legs are going to be aren't going to be that difficult to get made. Yeah, that bar can be like, it could be like this maybe, and then go in that direction. We'll get this one first. Yeah, in that direction seems good for that one. You go down there, you go down here and start going out here like so. You cover in this portion right here. And you should cover in this portion right here. Alright, let's see. also one F. Oh, I forgot about your sword. Yeah, of course, your sword. Damn. Well, that's an easy fix. That is actually an easy fix. All I gotta do is get in all of this stuff, and then we'll be set. Get ready to go back to the texture and move on to the next guy. The last texture part. Which, by the way, how long I've been working on this. Okay, we're almost at the hour point. We're almost done with the texture point, which is great. Alright, is that everything here? Is that everything here? Yeah, it seems like it is. Wait a minute. The hair tie, of course. Headband, or whatever you want to call it. Any other hair tie, of course, even though you can't see it. Looks like I barely did anything there, but I did, trust me. Even if you can barely see it, the principle is still there. Okay, so that takes care of her. Now for the last character we have to shade in, or texture in. Not the scarf, the beard, you fool. Hair. Let's see. And the eyebrows, of course. The bow. See if we can get the bow all done. Is there anything else here? No, I think the only thing there is the bow that we gotta get done with there. Unless... Oh yeah, no, that's not being shown at all. So that's fine. Alright, now for the arrows. Now for this part of the arrow. Now for 1C. 1D. And the quiver. Oh, don't forget about hair 1B. That one's most likely going to be cloth. That one's also most likely going to be cloth. You're going to be this and leather, most likely. You're going to be this and cloth. You're most likely going to be just this, with cloth in the green part and leather in this part. Cloth, cloth. This and leather. Most likely cloth with leather pads. And this one most likely just a bunch of leather. Just a bunch of leather. Alright, good, great, fantastic. So, now for the leather, I think. I don't think I'm missing anything. I hope I'm not, at least. And this part, also leather. Should have probably had that merge with that layer, so that's a little bit more easier to work with. Did I say you were going to be cloth? Yeah, wait, no, that one I think is going to be... No, that is cloth. That is going to be cloth. Yeah, this one's going to be a wrap. This one was going to be cloth. Whoops. That's going to be leather. Hand portion. I think the finger should be cloth, though. So I should take care of that. Now for the cape. That one should also be pretty easy. Oh, you didn't even get fully... Are you kidding me? I hate when that happens. When that texture doesn't fully fill in the thing that you want it to fill in. It's annoying. Alright, cloth. All cloth. More cloth. Even more cloth. And I think that might be... No, wait, no. The back should also be cloth. Maybe a mixture of cloth and leather. We'll see what happens. Alright, now for the leather, I think. We'll get the bottom portion here finished. And now for you will also be leather, black leather, or incredibly burnt leather. Whichever one, it is leather of some form, in some way, shape, and form, of course. A strange mixture right there, I say. But it works. Alright. And after we've gotten that strap done, I think that will be all. I think. Of this portion right here. Okay, good. That actually does work. Nice. I think you did. Unless I forgot something. I think that's all the characters textured in. Jesus Christ, it takes ages to go out. There we did. Go. We did it in one instance. So, the only thing left now to do is the background, this, and then a few other things. So, here is this. We're going to texture in the fist now. And we're going to do some other things with the fist to make this work properly. Whoops. Fingers 1B, fingers 1C, fingers 1D, and fingers 1 thumb, actually. Thumb is what that is. Alright, this one's going to be interesting to say the least. Whoops. I need to go to the bubbles now, which should be here. And now we've got to adjust these where they need to be. Maybe they need to be more blue or something. Now we'll do this for now. We'll do this one first. Now I gotta just hide all of these folders here because we got so many freaking layers showing at once. Save, hopefully nothing stupid happens and we can still make the bubbles, right? Probably don't have a lot of RAM left now, right? Bubbles. Alright, I need to grab all of this. Do that. Let me just make sure that's 0. Okay, good, that is 0. Bubbles and all that stuff all over the place. Fill in a decent amount of it. And there we go. Some bubbles. Maybe we'll see what it looks like overlaid. How about vivid lighting? Oh, vivid lighting could work. Let's do some adjustments to the fist first, because there is one more thing that I want to do here to the fist. See how this is going to work. Nice bright colors here. We'll make this brighter. Have that do that. Go to the fingers here. To an extent. I guess that would mean that we'd have to do this to this side as well, wouldn't we? Unless we just did that. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. There is one thing that I can do with the fists here. But I don't know how well this is going to work. Smoothing? No. I could just do other dynamic. Have this do this, have this do that. And have opacity be 50 or something. Or maybe not 50, maybe we'll bring it up to 100. Make it look like this is like kind of coming out like so. Bubbles coming out of it like that. I go back to here, I think we're done with that. Maybe smudge a bit, bring this up to like 50 or something. I barely use the smudge tool that much. Which makes sense given a few certain things. It's not really that useful for the clean stylus, but I should try to use it for like things that are a little bit more sporadic. Like I could do this. You can barely see it probably, but trust me, it's actually doing something here. Alright, that should be that for that portion. I'll bring this back to what it was before. Let's see. Alright, now what if I did this? Make a copy. Instead of that, it's overlay. Jesus Christ. Vivid lighting? No. Overlay kind of works. But let's make it 30. Then we'll do that. Oh wait. Fist overlay. I guess that means you probably have to be like 100 then? Is that what you looked like before? No. No, I guess that means I have to put you above the effects then for that to work properly. But that's fine. Alright, okay. There is one more thing that I have to do first before I do anything. And that is to make an aura surrounding this thing. I'm going to switch this back over to blur. Go down here, do this, do that. And we get a nice aura coming out of this thing. Now make this part smaller, but have this kind of go here. Also, I kind of just... Oh, wait, no, I didn't. For a second there, I thought I made that go up higher than you needed to, but we didn't. So we're good. Do that. Do this. Maybe we'll make the fist glow as well. And we can have an aura surrounding this thing here and make that glow as well. Aura glow. Right. Probably 50 overlay. What does this look like? Guess that'll work. Aura glow covering up most of the fists here, making it even brighter. Alright. Save. And hopefully we got RAM still. Good, we still got the RAM. I should probably close out the window for a quick second. We'll keep going and see if this doesn't get screwed over. Alright, so here is what we're going to do. We're going to have there be like a bunch of tiles on the ground here, kind of just like being broken off by the fist. Maybe shatter a tile here. So I don't have to have that covering most of your, what do you call it, or not covering that. Shatter some of the tiles there. Bring that over there. That guy gets, this guy just shimmies away in that direction. This guy over here gets freaked out. There's a story being told here. One that doesn't need to be actually told. Alright. Have the shattered ground here. And dang old perfect range to not like get in your way and all that stuff. And then we have the indentation of this area, and that should be that. A tiled floor, maybe. With a bunch of the tiles being broken? Nah, it's not going to be tiled floor. It's just tiles being broken off it. Alright, good, great, fantastic. So, I don't exactly know what kind of area this is going to be. Also has masked opacity chains. That's not what I wanted at all. So cover this portion up right there. Oof. We're going to have to get ourselves another, we're going to have to go on ahead and switch this out soon, probably. Alright, let's see. I don't even know why the hell I'm doing that. That's not going to be shown. I think what I need to do is take this, try to figure out where that would be, and then bring this over here. I guess this would be here then. Yeah, okay, good. That's why we did that. So we can get a better idea of where this needs to be. Also, what the fuck did you do? How dare you? That's not what I wanted at all. Most of this is probably not going to be seen. Yeah, no, it's not seen. That's seen, though. So that's important. Yes, a nice class overview. I should try to do a little bit more with the background, but I'm not entirely too sure if most of it's going to even be seen properly. That's just about central. Although with that there, we could move it where it needs to be moved, which is right here. Door there, maybe? Nah, it's just gonna be up against a wall. There's not too much here that we need to do with any of this. Alright, so, floor 1A. Probably gonna be like a beige floor. Let's see. No, that's not beige. Do we want it to be beige? I guess, maybe, perhaps. Floor, whoops. Just call this pieces. You won't be able to see the pieces until I color all, or shade all this in, I mean. Alright, now you need to be dirt. Dirt. Let's see. You're not going to really be able to see the dirt that well. So I'll try and make it a little bit darker so it looks more like dirt. Part of me kind of wants to have orange tiles and whatnot here, but how the hell am I going to have that translate perfectly to this here? It's not going to work for me. Not going to work at all. Alright, a nice golden one of these here, where they need to be. Now, pillar number 1. I think you're below it. Pillar 1B. Alright, let's see. Could be marble. We can make it out of... Is this too bright? Could be more out of marble, maybe. Perhaps. Pillar number 2. Alright, good, great. Now for the wall, that part should be easy enough. And I think this one should probably be more orange. Wall number 1. Where would this be taking place, though, is what I want to know. Green, maybe? Green could work. Like it's maybe Queen of Nature's little area here, trying to figure out what all the classes are and whatnot. I don't know, it's just some design. And that, whoops. No, that's fine. The thing is still there, it don't matter. Alright, now we got no, that's highlights, I need to go to midtones. Now we got to shade in the flooring here. Which, theoretically, shouldn't take too long. We're going to go ahead and make that area more cracked than the others. Have some shading in here to make it look like most of this is shadowed in. Yeah, like right here or so. And do this, do that. Try to shade the back in a bit more. Okay, so now for this part, these should be somewhat brighter. The bottom part should be a little bit darker, make that part brighter. And And for the broken piece here, we'll probably add a bunch of rubble and crumbs and stuff there as soon as we're done with like the shading and texturing part. Because there's more that I want to try to do with this area, so it's not just like plain looking background. Trying to add a little bit more pizzazz to the background, despite the fact that we have a crap ton of characters here and we technically don't really need to put in background. Fucking Christ. We technically don't need to put in a background, but we're going to do it anyways, because why not? Okay, now for the other pillar, which shouldn't take too much effort. Middle portion, alright, good. Now for the wall over here. Now for the wall over here. Uh-oh. It's starting to get slow. If it starts to get to a point where it can't keep up, we're going to have to close the window for a quick second. A lot of stuff's being done to this, a lot of changes. A lot of stuff indeed. Alright, so I guess the walls in the back here will be, will be cracked. I'm still on the walls layer. Why am I doing that? Why not some cracked walls? That looks pretty good. Pillars are going to be most likely this alongside with the bottom portion. And the same applies to the floor. It looks like the floor is somewhat polished maybe. Okay, now for the other part of the pillar over here. And now for this part of the pillar over here. Whoops. Send that down there. Alright, now for the bottom part of the pillar, that one's also easy. And now for this part. And now for the walls. That one should also be relatively easy. Alright. Oh, good thing the walls over here didn't translate over. So, oh, whoops. Well, that's fine, because that covers in most of the side there. That guy's taking its sweet-ass time now. Are we getting close to the limit? Are we reaching the limit? Let's save. Okay, we're still doing good. I'll make this one 3 exposure instead of 5. I barely go over like 10 exposure, because half the times we don't need to have exposure to be that much. It just takes, oh, I forgot the dirt. No, that's fine. It just takes so much, like, it changes the thing so much that it just doesn't, like, really fit that well. Uh-oh. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Jesus Christ, look at that thing slowly filling that in. Yeah, see what I mean? This would take ages just to try to get that done with. Right now for the pieces, these should be easier. Because there's only a set small amount of them. And now for this, now I need to shade in the dirt part here. And of course, easy enough. Just shade that in. Then shade the bottommost part in. We'll use this texture for that. And this texture for this. Then we'll use cracked on top of that one. We'll use cracked on these pieces right here. More so on this one that's broken. And then this part right over here. I do got some particular texture in mind for the flooring that I think might look cool. And I might have something in mind for that. Before I do that, however, I need to make rubble. Barney rubble. I'm going to have a bunch of rocks and stuff down here surrounding that area. And maybe some squares as well. Let's see. There's going to be like a decent amount of these all over the place. Oh god. Alright, rocks. Lots of bits and pieces of rocks down here make up a large majority of this flooring. And just for the shits and giggles of it, because this one's going to be like, you know, flying pieces all over the place. Well, I have to have this go over the effects, it seems. Flying rocks. But I have to go a little bit further out. Flying rocks. Yeah, why not? Use those tier texture brushes. The way I done tiers for most of the fetish drawing. Oh, wait, no, that's not supposed to go there. It doesn't make sense for that to go there. For most of the fetish drawings, and we can use it for the rocks here, make it look like a bunch of rocks are flying in the air. Shade in some of the rocks as well. Oh, maybe add in some dust cloud as well. Dust. Whoops. Dust. I mean, kind of makes sense. The area kind of just got demolished right here. Just destroyed someone else's domain just to prove a point. I should make the dust here a bit brighter, shouldn't I? Bright, but still relatively keep it dull. Pass on the dust over here because the dust spreads. Maybe after we've gotten the little bits of dust here finished, we got larger dust coming amongst the area. Alright, let's do a little quick save. 200 for this area, more large dust. Alright, good, great, fantastic. Frickin' flies. Flying insects. Well, in this case, it's a gnat. Next up, squares. Ooh, we kind of have the perfect texture for this. And can't I flatten it? Can I? Can I flatten it? I can flatten it. That actually really helps. I didn't realize that. Because, believe it or not, this texture, or this particular brush that I made, came from a fetish drawing. That's right, folks. Any of y'all remember that, well, if you're on DeviantArt, because on YouTube you're not going to remember, but if you're from DeviantArt, any of y'all remember that drawing with Lila Test? That MILF from Johnny Test? Well, yes, that's, all the papers on the floor, this thing, except it's not flattened. It's a perfect size. Alright, tile pieces. Although, I guess, less angle jitter. Well, technically speaking, if we want it to be flat-like... Well, no, if we want it to be flat-like, then it would have to be like this. Less angle jitter. Have it come in this direction. Okay, maybe don't do that. Just delete this here. You're above the pieces? No, wait, you're not above the pieces. The pieces are above you, so why did it look like you were above the pieces? Yeah, I have a bunch of tiles up here like that. Yeah, I guess that still works. Got like a malleable, what do you call it here, which is really useful. And because of you still being squares, you will be like this. Cover most of that. maybe some squares underneath here or something. Oh wait, that's where the dirt is. Oh wait, shit, I forgot about this part right here. Alright, hold on. Now that we see where that is. Or do we? Okay, there we go. No. Go back one again. Okay, there we go, that's better. Some of that, put the rocks in now. Alright, good. No, that's erase. I meant to go to burn. Okay, now I'll do some of this with the rocks as well. Maybe make some of the tile pieces brighter or something. Okay, alright. I think that might be all for that portion. Now, there's one more thing that I want to do. Floor pattern. The floor pattern I have in mind is simple, really. All I need to do is take these squares here. One more should do. Whoops. And then we'll have 3 here. Alright, that covers up that. Is that everything covered? Good. So now that that's in position, I need to do perspective change, scale that down, perspective out, perspective in, scale down, and move that centralized. And that should do it. Alright. Next up, you need to be 3, I think. I'll go in closer so we can see it better. Now, you'll be 5 instead. There we go. Burn stroke is still there. Good, great, fantastic. Okay, so now that's been taken care of. Now we'll have 100 stroked in. Another 100. Okay, alright. Maybe then we just do some of this for this. Doesn't matter if it's all fully in. Make it look like it's a texture of some form. Alright, look at that poor floor tile there broken. One of them's probably lined up. Who knows? Maybe it's covered or something. No, you gotta be more like this. There we go. Now I'm trying to figure out what kind of... I probably could come up with a nice wall tile, or not tile, wall pattern here. Assuming this doesn't get completely screwed. Jesus. Alright, bring this up. Do this. Do that. And a little bit more in that direction. And do this. Let's try to move this in the right direction that we want to move it into. And now, we'll rotate you 180 degrees. Are you in the right spot? You are. Good. Great. Fantastic. This is going to be a little bit lengthy, but I think we can do it. Move you into position. Move you over here. Now, hopefully I can do this without you being a douche. Okay, good. And hopefully I can do this without you being a douche again. Further out. And that should be... oh, wait, no, a little bit more. And that should be that for you. There we go. And now hopefully I can do this without you being a douche. Oh, God. Hold on. I'm gonna have to do... is there a way I can select all in this department? No, that's just gonna select the canvas. Now, let's go to here for a quick second. I'm going to rotate you horizontally. Or do I want to rotate you 180 instead. That did nothing. Rotate you vertically? Isn't that just the same as horizontal? Whatever, it works. All that matters is it works. So, to make this easier on me, gonna go in a few times, and we're going to work off of a small amount right here. And I'll get one more line done with here. Why not? A nice texture for the walls in this here palace, or whatever it is. Whatever it is, if you want it to be a palace, then it's a palace. But I don't really know. It's just some random area. Alright, hopefully you burn all this in. This is probably going to take ages, or not. That did not take long at all. We can do that a couple more times, actually. Well, let's see if we can do it a couple more times. Well, from afar, it definitely doesn't look like anything special. N. It's got a lot of N's. N backwards N. Maybe that's the motive for nature. Right? Yeah. Isn't that right? Cadillac SUV? Alright. I think I can make it thicker now, right? Yeah, I'll make these thicker now. Stroke once more. Whew. There we go. Now it feels a little bit more solid. Nice. Awesome. Great. Fantastic. What else? How long have we been at this so far? Well, not that long. Almost an hour and a half. So we're doing pretty good. Doing pretty good for time here. I'm going to try to shade in the pillars a little bit more so that they look a little bit more inward, so it looks more three-dimensional-esque. At the very least. Try to improve more upon the pillar shading. And as for this, do the same here. Whoops. Make that part brighter. And for the wall, we'll do the same thing. Make it look like the pillars are a little bit more indented. With a little bit of the walls shown there. Okay, alright, I think that's it. I think now the only thing we have left is the shadows. There we go, folks, the background. Look at that. I'm surprised at how much I was able to add in the background. I don't know what this area is going to be. Saving a swatch here. Let me look through it. Scenery. I don't have anything with N, so Nature Palace, we'll say. Why not? And I'll switch over to Fog, so we got that set up and ready to go. Fog. Alright, good, great, fantastic. So, first thing first, oops. All the characters here. I don't want to have any of that selected, so we will avoid that. Ooh, it's going to take a while. Oh, or not. I thought that was going to take a while to select all that. Everything should be in, right? This is a good test to see if we got everything in. Seems like it. We'll know once we've gotten to the shading portion here. Or shadow portion, I mean. Shadow and shading are completely different things. Shading is like giving something 3D-esque objects. Shadow helps in that department, but it's mostly just there to showcase where the light is coming off of in some areas. It does help, though, make it look a hell of a lot nicer. You can really see just how much it helps, too, which is nice. Okay, I'll get most of you here, and since that part is different, the only issue with most of it is, like, I guess in this part I could just have most of the shading for the back-end characters be further in the back, but I'll lump it in. Wait a minute. Your mustache from afar does not... It looks like it's... hold on. There you go. I'll make it a little bit brighter. There. Just a little bit brighter, so it doesn't look like it's completely hidden from the world. Alright, now for this side over here. Hat over here keeps most of the shade out. Too bad a lot of the shade is standing right in front of him. Or the light, I should say. But the shade is also... The shade is what's in front of him right now. Being put in his place. You're supposed to be an all-powerful mage, wizard man. Why are you so surprised of a cleric having that much power? But yeah, it makes sense that a cleric would be pretty powerful if their main mana attributes are intelligence and mind. It's like a mixture of the two, allowing for them to do pretty much anything magic related. Mind's really good for like healing and magic defense. I guess like these will be like the two main healer classes, with cleric being the most prominent in healing. And monk is more about like protecting one's mind and soul, and making it so that you are able to defend against a large majority of what's the word I'm looking for? Magical based attacks. Perks about being a cleric, you are able to do a lot of damage with your magic as well. Not only are you able to heal up somebody's wounds, but you're able to beat the ever-living shit out of them at the same time with your magic. Assuming that they deserve it, of course. But you gotta keep in mind, the only evil human faction that we have in plan for this particular universe is the Dark Mages. Sure, there will be some in-faction issues, but nothing that leads to an all-out war with, like, kingdoms and whatnot. Maybe there are some kingdoms that are like, we all want to try and start war so we can fight, and that never really happens as often. I want to try to steer clear from, like, war against kingdoms for, like, a decent amount of Elementals Reborn. Maybe we could have some instances in the episodes where they're, like, on the verge of getting to a war. Also, is this... I just remembered something. That's not supposed to look like that. I'm a fool. I just remember that the fists here at the bottom was supposed to connect to this point here. Like, it's not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to connect. And yet I screwed that up. It's fine. These are things that can be remedied, that can be fixed. As much as I can fix it, at least. Once that finger's 1A that needs to be adjusted, it looks like it. Yeah, and then have that kind of go in there. Looks slightly better. Looks a bit off, but maybe we could just say he has ginormous knuckles here or something. I don't know. Or big fingers. This man is a freaking giant. He's like the Andre the Giant of this universe. Except, well, you know, more like a boxer than... Was he a boxer? Hold on, I don't remember. Was Andre the Giant a boxer? I don't remember. I fight with boxer Chuck Whitner. Oh, so he did box. Okay, yeah, like Andre the Giant. So, yeah, there you go. Awesome, cool, great, fantastic. There's something about his hairstyle is making me think of a different character. Because Andre's not the first thing I come into play. What kind of, like, 80s boxer guy had, like, a style like that? Like, boxer, martial artist... This is a brawler, after all. So stuff like boxing and martial arts is like mostly prevalent within that particular type of class. Mostly prevalent. Not Elvis. I can't remember. We can't remember. Guess it doesn't exactly matter. I'm probably somehow unknowing shitbird. It's fine. It's fine. It's fucking fine. I don't know where the fuck that is. I fucked it. Just so I don't have to do this nonsense again. Oh, fuck you. I do have to do that nonsense again. I'm going to punch something. Ugh. Ah, yes. My strange ability to just be able to punch inanimate objects without really feeling massive pain. It's stinging, but it's fine because I have, for some reason, my body is numb and is not really able to. Now I can still feel pain. I just have a much higher tolerance to it. Don't you worry. I am not medically destroyed. That's not the word I'm looking for. I do not have anything that makes it so that I can't feel anything, which would suck because that would mean I wouldn't be able to feel a very wonderful sensation. If you don't know what that is, look at the previous drawing before this one. No, I just have a higher pain tolerance. Don't you worry. Don't know how I have a higher pain tolerance. Don't know when that occurred. Maybe I just have been going through so much shit in life that my body's like, fuck it, I don't care anymore. And it's like, I'm not going to feel pain anymore. Or at least not pain to that extent. The only kind of pain I've ever felt that's like actually like, as of recent, that actually does some form of harm to me is internal pain. Like mostly towards the stomach area. Sure, I might enjoy getting punched in the stomach a few times, but inner pain, inner stomach pain, no, that's different. That my body apparently cannot stand. Don't know why though. Can't really do anything about it right now, can I? Alright, we're almost done with the shadow part here. Then after that is the fog, then the lighting, then the shadow rays, which shouldn't be that difficult. Part of me was wondering if I should have the light coming off the fist, but maybe we can have like a dull light coming from the top, but a large majority, because there's not like a whole lot of light here, right? So a large majority of the light coming from the fist, but a dull light coming from the top, I guess, somewhat so to speak. Alright, awesome. Great, fantastic. Now, wow, for the fog. Oh god. Okay, good. Great, fantastic. I'm gonna have the brawler over here. Alright, so, what kind of fog do we want here, you may ask? I don't know. Let's try light blue. That could work. Light blue, and maybe full blue once we go to the brawler over here. So fog 1B. Less light. And there we go. And since I kind of mix it, well, I guess what I could do, actually, is this. But only up to this point, right? Well, no, wait, hold on. Only up to this point right here. Shift into it. There we go. Alright, there's multiple light rays I need to make here. So first things first, the upper light rays, which should be this, maybe. A little bit orange-esque, which lights up most of the area right here. Not going to be too noticeable. It's going to be a little bit duller. But the rays can at least still be shown relatively well enough. Light glow. 50 overlay. Ow. Ow. What are you laying on my phone for? That part will probably be more orange once we get the effects in. Now for light particles, I'm going to have to delete some of the light particles so that it's not all in their face. Even if it is a very small amount of particles, it's still a good practice to just keep deleting those in the areas where we know that they're going to be covering up most of people's faces. Even if it's not going to go that far, it's still good to get into the practice of doing so. This part's easy. Vivid light, a bunch of these sparkles here. At least this one doesn't go too far out. Again, delete some of that, just in case. Doing that. Okay, good, great. One more thing. Fist rays. Probably gonna make the fist glow even more here, most likely. I have to delete some. Oh, I guess it's fine. Yeah, have most of it cover up area Elementals. Yeah, you can definitely tell she's the main character here. I don't know, something about her outfit just screams main character to me more than the other ones, and I don't know why. Let me know what y'all think. If you didn't know who the main character was, who in this group of 10 characters would you think the main character was? Just by design alone, not by actions, just by their designs. Because with their actions, you would definitely think, oh hey, that girl in the middle with the freaking giant glowing fish that she's creating to destroy this freaking floor here and to show people that clerics can also be powerhouses, is the main character and whatnot. So yeah, sure, that's definitely her. No, design-wise, who would you think is the main character? And that's essentially what this is. To me, it really does feel like Ariel has that main character design going for her. The only other person I could think of that could have that main character design is this technician girl. Whoops. This technician girl right here. You screen filler, you could also be filler, you look like you could be a main character. You look like you can also be a main character in a Monty Python script. You, maybe. You, maybe? A little bit iffy on that one. You could definitely. You definitely do have some freaking main character-esque, or maybe not main character, but like some antagonist or rival antagonist with like the symbol and the eyes and all that stuff. These characters don't really possess anything like special except for Ariel and Mine. I don't exactly know if there's going to be any use from these characters here. There might not be, but there might be. These are the things we gotta ask ourselves. Will they have at least some filler episodes, or will they just be background characters that serve no purpose? I mean, these are the 10 classes. They could have some, show or whatnot. Or not show. They could have some, instances of them being utilized. We don't really know yet. And the series isn't even in the process of being made. We should definitely do something at that point. But, at the moment, yeah, this is what we're at right here. This is where we're at right here, right now. Now, part of me was thinking about doing some, main character drawing, or not main character drawings, character arts for, when episodes come out. The only problem with that is fantasy is very, small in the amount of stuff that we can do. The thing that's preventing us from doing the fantasy-based character concepts here is the fact that we need to get the Goddess of Light and God of Darkness overview done with. That's one drawing full. B, we also need to get the Edge Dragon overview, just for shits and giggles. And then after that, we're continuing as mini-series, the 3rd episode of something in fantasy folder. And we're doing a mature fan art, fantasy drawing to at least have that spot covered in. Don't know what that's going to be yet. I might have figured it out, but I've forgotten. But maybe I didn't, and I still got to figure out what that's going to be. But yeah, that's essentially the plan here. I could probably do some character concepts here by drawing like village stuff and landscape stuff. Have them be in the back, and we can see their design, and we can see the... Well, we'll still see the creature in the cover art. Most likely. We'll see what happens. Oh shit, I forgot about the shadows in the background. Right. Oh shit. Alright, let's see. So, wait, no, you gotta be 10:30. Alright, some of y'all get shadowed in. Maybe have some of the, a little bit of shadow kind of like showing there or something like that. Tiny bit here, and a tiny bit here. Thankfully, we got ourselves Monday off, thanks to 4th of July. Well, to me, it's not a Monday off because I'm still technically working, but it's a good kind of work, the one that I want to do for a living, but can't right now because of freaking not getting enough money. Patreon is still like on a relatively like slow bend. We only have like what, 1 patron right now in a new month. I think there's no easy way to check now because they've changed the way this system works. Let me go to public for a second. Maybe we're on another one? Oh wait, what? It says I'm making 18 a month, but I only got 1 patron. Huh? That doesn't make any sense. Does that mean I have 2 then? I can't tell. I guess it doesn't matter. I gotta finish this one up first and foremost. Alright, so that takes care of the shadow portion. Yeah, I think we're now at the effects area. So I want to have a nice orange color up top. So effects, orange, this, that, and this here with some here and some here. There we go. Maybe I'll add in some pink areas, but not too bright. Maybe more like this, so it looks like there's some light ray, light instance coming down from here or something, I don't know. And now some teal in the back, because why not? Let's see, how big in the back? This much? Yeah, I guess that works. And now we should have some light blue up front. But we're not going to have it crowd up the fist. I think the fist is in a really good spot right now. So light blue over here, light blue over here. I don't know why I switched to that accent for some reason. I have some of that going here, some of that over here. And maybe a darker, maybe a darker blue area in the back. Potentially. A darker blue area in the back. I feel like I'm offending a lot of people with this accent. In the future, because obviously not now, because we're not getting any progress in the subscriber count at the moment. But I rest assure you we are offending multiple people. In the future. Maybe the future. I don't know, maybe there is no future. We'll see what the future has in store if there is a future. Oh yes, that's actually what I wanted. That color, not just teal. This color works perfectly. Make it look like it's somewhat nature-esque. My back. Alright, I think that's all in that department. Unless I can add more, I think that's all in the effects department. So, I could probably add a cyan area, maybe. Let's see. Got a cyan right here. Have most of it cover up most of that. Yeah, I guess that could work. Nice little cyan, cyan color, kind of going off of the character's colors right here and here. And then here. Or not here, but here. Okay, Christ. Let me delete some of the sides off of here. And then maybe get some of this here so it looks like there's a bit more glow happening. There we go. Nice. Alright, now for the sepia, I think. I mean, even if there's more, we can add that a little bit later. How long have we been at this so far? Almost 2 hours. Not bad. Alright, let's see. I'm sure there's something we can do here. Bright blue color-esque wise. How about this one? Too blue. How about this one? Could work. What about this? Nope, too bright. How about this one? Still too bright. How about this one? Too dark. Green? Nah. Or do we want to go for orange? Oh, we could probably go for orange. Okay, that's not orange. Oh, there we go! Yes, nice. It shows that the area is supposed to be a bit more orange-esque with the lighting. But it also has that nice blue lighting right here. And I think that's it. I think that's all. I might possibly be forgetting a very minor information of tidbits here. Most likely. Probably. I'm going to do a quick save here. Hopefully you still have enough RAM for this. I'm surprised we had enough RAM for this. Oh god, it's taking ages. Is it done? There we go! Alright, there we go, folks. That's it. That's the drawing. There's a the big drawing, a lot of characters here. So, as per usual, effects, without effect, or with effects. Without effects, with effects. Without effects, with effects. Ah, yes. It feels nice, don't it? Be able to create something like this, you know? Well, that's all there is to this one, folks. So, thank you all for watching today's episode of Art Time. If you enjoyed the 3 parts, then please leave a like on all of them. Subscribe for more and check out their playlist. I'm going to be posting this on Monday, getting all that written up. But for now, the previous part, if you've missed it, and note, well, most recent episode of Minecraft ROTC edition. Sure, why not? Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.